What's up, YouTube? Oh, Brian Snicker. Oh, Brian Snicker. Atlanta Braves baseball manager. They won the World Series a few years ago. But come on in here. Let's talk about these double standards we have here. Yeah, I caught the highlight. You know, Jarek Kelnick hit that ball off that wall and he was up there daydreaming and he didn't hustle that play and he got thrown out of second base Saturday night. I want to say it was, yeah, was it? Yeah, it was April 19th. He got thrown out. And you get up there and say, oh, I didn't see that. Maybe I didn't really get a good accurate view of that. But your star player, Ronald Acuna Jr., back in 2019 did the same thing, admiring his long ball and he got thrown out, and you railed him. You went off on him. You said, "How dare you do that? Why did you do that? What were you thinking? You can't stand up the team. You gotta play it out. Because you got caught kind of loafing. Nowadays sometimes guys hit balls pretty high, and some of the way these ballparks are, you can't tell if the ball is clearly a home run or not. Cats get up there admiring well, unless you were Barry Bonds, you knew that ball was gone. But most of the cats don't run it out, and you just stand there in admiration. So the managers used to call you out for kind of lollygagging and not hitting them bases because you make a turn a single to a double. If you don't hustle, that's what you get paid to do. But an Aconu was saying, how come the double standard? Now, do I think that Brian Snitker, the Atlanta manager, has racial tendencies involved? Yes. This is Atlanta we're talking about. Good old boy. And yes, you got a lot of explaining to do when you see your white baseball player hit that ball and you don't, and he got caught out at second base, standing in the box, could have easily had a stand up double. Maybe if he has some wheels, he gets to third base. You never know. But you up there looking at it, and you say you not watching, but you were watching. When a good manager watches, a great manager knows. So yeah, you have a World Series championship that you got in 2021. But what does that say about you when you're not paying attention to detail? All managers, especially this day and age, with how you have challenges on balls that hit the walls. If that's a home run, it's a grand rule double, it's fan interference, etc., etc. That ball goes up in the air deep there. You watching all of it. You're watching base. You're watching how the pitches are thrown. You're supposed to be attention to detail. I'm calling cap on you, jive turkey. How you gonna sit there and say, "Oh, I didn't see it. I wasn't really paying attention," but you sure saw it when Ronald did it. You know, this is not a surprise or a shock at all. There is always a double standard. It is plain as night and day, black and white. Everybody knows it. The cats hit balls deep these days, and they stand up there in the twilight. And the way things are done today, it's played on. Now, depends on when you grew up watching baseball. Back in the day when I grew up watching baseball, you were going to get beamed by the pitcher the next time he came because there was unwritten rules while you're up there daydreaming. But when started, bat flips became the norm, which I ain't got no problem with. Because if a cat gives up a 400 or 500 foot deep one and it's smashing windows and landing in waters and stuff, well, you got a chance to admire it. You got every right to admire it. You don't want, it's like with touchdowns in the end zone. If you want celebration, keep them out. If you want people hanging on the rims, dunking and showboating, hey, that's part of the game. Got no problem with that. But don't have no double standard racially where you can clear as day seeing that this dude got thrown out of second base. He was up there lollygagging and looking. And he did the same thing. So it comes in black and white. And I ain't got no problem with Ronald Acuna Jr. calling out the manager because, yeah, the double standards are real. But then again, what do you expect? American is as apple pie is baseball, and one glove to another, it's the same old same. You just imagine who's gonna tell the truth about what they did and what they didn't do. But it makes the manager look. I call cap on him because if you're holding one guy accountable for the same thing, you gotta hold them all accountable. You don't treat them all the same. That is considered loafing, and that's when you can miss out on the extra base because you were up there admiring. That's accountability. So that makes him look very suspect. And I ain't got nothing to believe that Brian Snicker got to say about it. So Props to Ronald calling out Atlanta Braves manager Brian Snicker over to Jerry Click not hustling out that play. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.